Sup y'all, welcome back to another video by me, Tina.
OG K-pop stan since 1998.
Alright, engines. I want to super appreciate y'all. I know I do this at the end of every video, like thank y'all. I'm gonna thank y'all ahead of time because I, as an engine myself, am super late to Nicki's Artist of the Month. And I am also going to be getting to Fatal Trouble as well, but I will separate the videos. Give Nicki his shine here, then, give ENHYPEN their shine overall in another video. And plus, I don't know if copyright would be nice to me considering this Artist of the Month features 2 songs, so we gotta be safe here. And I will have a check-in video coming on my YouTube soon to I always do a check-in video every like 5 to 6 months just to keep y'all updated and talk about like, I don't know, future plans of what I plan to do as a K-pop reactor. But I will share here that the last several months has been really mentally tough for me. And like to the point where I am now actively seeing a therapist. And luckily she has kept me back to feeling like my usual grounded self. Just again, it's a lot of stuff that we don't really need to talk about in this video because that's what the check-in video is for. So yeah, I wasn't feeling my real self, y'all. I was kind of depressed, I'm not gonna lie. But I am doing better, so y'all don't need to worry. I'm good, hence why I'm here. I wouldn't film if I was feeling like the way I was pretty recently. Because I can't not give ENHYPEN my all. I can't not give Nicki's Artist of the Month my all. So yeah. Usually I check these out twice. First time for the full performance effect, and second time is where I'll pause and talk about certain things I like. Nicki is an annihilator, meaning he just absolutely kills in everything he does. And like ENHYPEN in general, I recently finally checked out Heesung's Lee Moo-jin service. Goodness gracious, did that really engines and ENHYPEN, they have gotten to a point, for me at least, where it's basically tough for me to choose a bias. But I will say my original bias is Heesung. So y'all can imagine the amount of like all that I felt hearing all that he was singing, everything he shared in the Lee Moo-jin service performance. But yeah, again, it's hard to choose a bias. And I wouldn't be surprised if Nicki was trying to test that for me with his Artist of the Month. So since I am super late to it, let me just go ahead and shut up and get right to it. Again, first time, I won't pause. I'm here for the performance effect. And then I will rewatch it again and point out things that Nicki most likely will impress me with. So here we go, y'all. He looks so cool.
Please leave your message after the beep.
Yeah, Trendsetter. Whoa, league of my own, it don't get better.
Ooh.
No, read what I wrote, I'm a bestseller. Yeah, reach for my goals, hit it dead center. Hit it dead center.
Oh.
Bullseye, hit it the most, is no misses.
Okay,
this fish in a barrel, it's no different. Blindfold on me, I still got the most vision.
His isolation is
before, but they don't listen.
Good,
better,
okay.
Bring a better bad because I'm bigger, better. Solo single, selling several shows at every single second. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickle peppers. Kinda came and crushed the competition. Hope they get the message. Look, living it fast, spinning my M in the bag. I never go slow, thinking I'll crash. End up a thing in the past, they know I won't though.
Oh,
Fish catching me, ironic how the world stops when I spin a globe. Always showing up. Last year's song still holding up. See the name now and they know what's up. Price hit the top and it's going up.
Ooh. I'm probably making the like ugliest. Oh, the musicality, the ugliest face ever. But whatever. Like my face expression. I'm one of my favorites by Kendrick, so I can't wait to see what he does with this coming up.
Wicked and weakness, you gotta see this. Yeah. Hey, I remember syrup sandwiches and crime allowances, finessing on them with some counterfeits, but now I'm counting this. Parmesan with my counting nuts. In fact, I'm counting this. If I quit this season, I still be the greatest funk. My left stroke just went viral. Show me something natural like Afro.
Oh, that musicality.
Still take you down right on your mama couch and polo sock. Hey, this is way too crazy. Hey,
That footwork. Ooh, the pop.
Oh, but much is page me, ayy. I don't fabricate it, ayy. Most of y'all be faking, ayy. I stay modest about it, ayy. She elaborated, ayy. This that great poop on that AV on that TED talk, ayy. Watch my soul speak.
Dancing on the silent, yes. Whoa, shades.
Be humble. Sit down. Be humble. Tell them sit down. Be humble.
Ooh, seriously, the dancing on the silence are everything.
Sit down. Be humble. Sit
Ooh.
down. Be humble. Sit down. Be humble. Sit down.
Sit down. That was what was that? Okay, Nikki. I don't know which look I like better, because he looks so cool in all of it. I'm screaming. I'm sorry. Technique Central, Nikki just showed. I kind of screwed that sentence up a little bit, arrangement wise, but I hope y'all know what I mean. So much technique. So the first song I don't really know too well, so that was kind of like my first. I don't know if that like means I'm not cool or how popular Trendsetter was. But it's a very cool song from me hearing it and seeing the choreography at the same time. Straight from Trendsetter, bleeding right into Humble. A lot of very interesting quick juggle and transition of technique. Like I saw isolation, then I'm like already about to be like, oh shit, that isolation, and boom, he goes into a whole other kind of technique where it's just straight up swag, big movement, then switch right back into technique. And Nikki looking all damn cool, like he's so cool. Like, I know he's younger than me by a lot. Like he could literally be my son, but he inspires me to be cool. Okay, let's just get into the second watch. I'm gonna probably pause a lot and talk a lot. I'm already stumbling right now. So here we go. I'm gonna have one side off so I can hear myself talking.
The number you have dialed is not available at present. Please leave your message after the beep.
Yeah, trendsetter. Whoa, league of my own, it don't get better. No, read what I wrote.
Gosh, like he's so smooth with the he moves, and the dancers are really killing it too. Like them being on his peripherals just makes everything that much more satisfying. So Nikki, just the way he look how cool he is. The way he moves, like he moves so watery. Like he's very fluid, but you can see his stops. You can see his isolation while he's still being fluid. Like that's just, it's so impressive.
Trendsetter, whoa, league of my own, it don't get better. No, read what I wrote, I'm a bestseller. Yeah, reach for my goals, hit it dead center. Hit it dead center.
Dead center kick. That musical, God, look at the details. They are so even, but also like individually swaggy. That musicality though with the kick.
Yeah, reach for my goals, hit it dead center. Hit it dead center.
Yes. That again. More about the isolations. It like even though I'm retired, that doesn't mean that I can't like appreciate dance technique when it's done right? So whenever people stick an isolated point, it kind of like, I'm not gonna lie, it kind of drives me crazy. Or like a little bit of a pet peeve, dancer pet peeve, when people don't isolate. Like if they're doing this move and they're meant to isolate from it, but I see it being done and they kind of move it as they're like isolating their body away from the stuck point, the isolated point. That's a pet peeve of mine. It drives me crazy. So saying Nikki doing that and like just effortlessly moving from that isolated point, just little things like that. He shows so many examples of him absolutely killing it. Okay.
League of my own, it don't get better. No, read what I wrote, I'm a bestseller. Yeah, reach for my goals, hit it dead center. Hit it dead center.
Yes.
I hit it the most,
Yes.
there's no misses. Something like fish in a barrel, it's no different.
Shit, see, that whole thing was
I still got
isolated.
the most vision. Trendsetter
Okay,
told
that's
them
very interesting. The step. Like it kind of reminds me of like Boogaloo. Like kind of like you step in place and you shift your hips and you kind of like use that kind of pattern to travel and spot.
dead
Does that make
center.
sense?
Bullseye hit it the most, is no misses. Something like fish in a barrel, it's no different. Blindfold on me, I still got the most vision. Trendsetter told them before, but they don't listen. Better, bring a better bad because I'm bigger, better. Solo, single, selling several shows at every single second. Peter Piper, pick the peck.
Okay, that was probably the weirdest sound ever, but I love how the flow of the choreography changes up to match the flow of how the artist is going off right here. And it's hitting that da-da-da-da-da-da-da, so it's like a little bit quickened, right? But he still moves in such a fluid, swagger way. Let me go back a little bit more.
Still got the most vision. Trendsetter told them before, but they don't listen. Better, bring a better bad because I'm bigger, better. Solo, single, selling several shows at every single second.
Like, you see what I mean by like them showing just really good technique to go from like just smooth, but still not forgetting to like hit just the points, to execute, to show the stops. I love when execution happens. Like when execution is not polished, again, that's another just pet peeve of mine. So everything that they're doing is just so polished.
Because I'm bigger, better. Solo, single, selling several shows at every single second.
Every single second, just that little shoulder thing to show the second. Then he go into this Peter Piper thing. Okay.
Because I'm bigger, better. Solo, single, selling several shows at every single second.
Yes.
Peter Piper picked a pack of pickle peppers.
Wait. What was that musicality of the Peter Piper thing?
Every single second. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickle peppers.
It doesn't even hit the Peter Piper picked the pepper. It doesn't hit that flow. It's very specific. The musicality, the choreography, it's very specific about what musicality it chooses to hit. So that is already like a mind F on its own for me. And they're transitioning, they're moving at the same time, they're traveling. So that is even more of a mind F for me.
Bigger, better, solo, single, selling several shows at every single second. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickle peppers, kinda came across the competition. Hope they get the message. Look, living it fast, spinning my M in the bag. Peppers kinda
to look like, what the fuck? Again, just more isolation. Yes. Okay.
Came across the competition, hope they get the message. Look, living it fast, spinning my M in the bag. I never go slow, thinking I'll crash. End up a thing in the past, they know I won't though. Big fit.
So earlier, remember when this flow got introduced and they kind of hit that certain kind of musicality? I love that when this flow is being repeated here, the musicality of the choreography is different. They didn't stick to the same one that they initially started with. Okay. Oh my God, there's so much that I want to say, but I feel like I don't have enough energy.
Spinning my M in the bag. I never go slow, thinking I'll crash. End up a thing in the past, they know I won't though. Big fish catching me, they gon' need a big.
What the fuck? So I love that they did the whole isolated foot thing, and then they go right into like this whole kind of like big movement. Again, it's what I said before I watched the second time. I love the perfect marriage of isolation and stops and big swagger movement. It's so cool. It's so appropriate for this type of song.
Slow, thinking I'll crash. End up a thing in the past, they know I won't though. Big fish catching me, they gon' need a bigger boat.
That pop.
How the world stops when I spin a globe. Always showing up. Right. Last year's song still holding up. See the name now and they know what's up. Price hit the top and it's going up.
Gosh damn. So I'm a big fan of choreography going crazy on the silent beat. And what I mean by silent beat, it's not really a silent beat here. It's just, it's more quiet. The instrumental kind of holds back while the flow of the vocals or the words are going, right? So you don't really have a lot of musicality choices to go by. So because of that, I find that to be it's very interesting for me to see what the choreographer decides to do with that. So that choreography that they just did now is so satisfying.
Always showing up. Right. Last year's song still holding up. See the name now and they know what's up. Right. Price hit the top.
Yes, price at the top. Yes. Keep with this chin thing. This swagger step thing. Ooh, tap. Yes. Do like his pops. Okay. This little warning sign, whatever, is like, Dina, get your heart ready because they're gonna continue to kill.
Wicked or weakness, you gotta see this.
That transition though, seriously.
Hey, I remember syrup sandwich.
Smooth. Look how cool Nicki is. He makes me want to like put on mascara, then like smear it just to look cool like him. The transition to have him at the floor, and it's like the camera panned up, starts slowly panning back down. We see the dancers kind of hyping. I like that transition for the outfit change.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, I remember syrup sandwiches and crime allowances, finessing on them with some counter.
I love the highlight, the swag highlight for this part of the song. And such, I know it's been quite a few months since They Not Like Us came out, right? But that's never gonna die for me. Not Like Us is probably one of the best diss tracks that I've heard ever. Like it still blows my mind. So appropriate time for Nicki to be dancing to Kendrick. But anyway, let's go back. Again, just a highlight of the swag.
You gotta see this. Yeah, yeah. Hey, I remember syrup sandwiches and crime allowances, finessing
Damn, look
on
at
them
you.
with some counterfeits,
You,
but now I'm
your
counting
swag.
this. Parmesan where my accountant lives. In fact, I'm down in this.
Yes.
If I quit this season,
I love the big use of the room.
My left stroke just went
Viral.
viral. Show me something natural,
Yes.
like Afro, Richard Pryor. Show me something
See his
natural,
little,
right.
like almost like a b-boy step right there to hit that musicality.
Something natural like Afro, Richard Pryor. Show me something natural. I wanna feel some stretch marks. Then to take you down right on your mama couch. and
He's so
all
boss.
Hey,
Like he's so cool. He's so boss mode here. Like we have the dancers in their own little hype group right there to kind of like compliment what he's doing here. Compliment with an E. Like not like, you know, oh, you're so cool. Compliment with an E. To like them, what they're doing and what Nicki's doing just goes together so well. They balance each other well.
Show me something natural like Afro, Richard Pryor.
Yes.
Show me something
Yes.
natural. I wanna feel some stretch marks. Then to take you down right on your mama couch and polo sock. Hey, this is way too crazy. Hey, you do not.
That
amaze me.
traveling,
I'm
and I
crazy.
also really love the use of the dancer going in front of the screen or the camera to kind of give a bit of a transition to like reset for him to get back into the mode of the dancers dancing with him. Because remember how I spoke about the dancers doing their own thing while he's doing his thing. So yeah, that transition, it works well filming wise. I'm gonna say that too because I am also a photographer and, you know, just graphic designer in general. So when things are, when they put good use to that with great choreography and performers, polished.
I wanna feel some stretch marks. Then to take you down right on your mama couch and polo sock. Hey, this is way too crazy.
That musicality.
I blew cool from AC.
Like, hey, this is way too crazy. Like they hit that and then you hear the dum dum whatever that he just did right there. Okay, let's go.
I wanna feel some stretch marks. Then to take you down right on your mama couch and polo sock. Hey, this is way too crazy. Hey, you do not amaze me. Hey, I blew cool from AC. Hey, oh, how much just page me. Hey, I don't fabricate it.
Oh my god, that when I saw it the first time, the smack on the ground and when they jump up, they use that jump to travel to their left side. It's so good. It flows so well.
From AC. Hey, oh, how much just page me. Hey, I don't fabricate it. Hey, most things I be faking. Hey, I stay modest about.
The tat tat, because you hear that cat in the music, right? So when he's doing that thing and then he hits that to hit the cat, oh god, Tina, breathe. And also that whole swiping thing, I love that they had the different levels there. It just gives 3D effect.
Too crazy, ay, you do not amaze me, ay. I blew cool from AC, ay. Oh, how much just page me, ay. I don't fabricate it, ay. Most of y'all be faking, ay. I stay modest about it, ay. She elaborated, ay. This that great poop on that AV on that TED Talk, ay. Watch my soul
More
speak.
choreography where it's like just the voice, no instrumental, and the choreography just hits. It's satisfying.
Most of y'all be faking, ay. I stay modest about it, ay. She elaborated, ay. This that great poop on that AV on that TED Talk, ay.
Yep.
Watch my soul speak. You let
Whoa.
them tell 'em.
That as Nicki like did his arm, you see the sides of him activate as he does that. Boss.
Poop on that AV on that TED Talk, ay. Watch my soul speak. You let them tell 'em.
Keep making like horse sounds.
Sit down.
Getting up with the shades and cat with the head on a musicality. Boss.
Watch my soul speak. You let them tell 'em be humble. Sit down. Be humble. Sit down.
I love that they're hyping up. Yep. Gosh, more of just the choreography being so satisfying to highlight just the words. The neat thing that they just did, it's swaggy.
Be humble. Sit down. Be humble.
Yes.
Yep. Be humble. Sit down. Be humble.
He's going nuts.
Be humble.
Like, how do you go from like hype and then like all like chill and slow? Yep.
Be humble. Sit down. Be humble.
Ooh, the isolation! And him jumping and going down for the sit down.
Sit down.
You better, Nikki! I haven't, no other words other than like, how dare you? And when I say, okay, a lot of people be mixing up the way, my dramatics here. Like when I say, how dare you? When I say, the dramatics are, you're so extra. That's a good thing. Like somebody left a comment saying that I'm jealous of every idol that I say you're so extra for. And I'm like, I get, the whole phrase of being lost in translation. So I'm not going to go too hard on those who did leave me that kind of comment. But I am here to explain myself. When I make these stank faces, when I'm saying, Nikki, how dare you? It's more like, I can't keep up with your greatness. But at the same time, thank you for serving your greatness to us. Anyway, I feel like I feel so satisfied with watching what I just watched and experiencing with Nikki just like ooze as far as like swag. But I'm also like not satisfied with myself because of the fact that I feel like I'm still not giving enough credit to the choreography, the dancers who are there to either compliment or dance alongside with him in his peripherals. And I feel like I'm not saying enough about Nikki. But I think me being dramatic here again is just my my love language for Enhypen and for Nikki. Just to be like, y'all are just little beasts. And I don't even want to say little anymore because they are just straight up beasts. They have graduated to straight up beast mode. They've been for a while, but I'm always going to point it out. Oh my God. Am I in trouble with fatal trouble? If I'm already feeling this way with this? That's a rhetorical question. I already know I am. Anyway, again, if y'all waited this long for me to get to Nikki's Artist of the Month, which he absolutely annihilated, thank you so much. I appreciate you for being patient and for understanding that when, the mental health part, when she arises and, tries to drag me down, I gotta be in that battle of putting her to sleep and keeping my 100% self rise up from that. But anyway, I will get to Fatal Trouble and that will be a whole separate video. But until we get to that, I hope you have a great day and see you in that video. Peace. I would like to say an extra thanks to my Captain Jack Sparrows over on my Patreon for the extra support. You are the savviest.
That's got to be the best part I've ever seen.